What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be doing another one of the videos where we rank cards from worst to best. Obviously, we have the worth it video at the very start of the day, but this is after using almost all of the cards. I've used almost all of these. I have not yet used Tristan, Thompson, or Robert Pack in any sort of a game scenario. They're the only two that I have not used. Or say, not Tristan Thompson or Robert Pack. Tristan Thompson's got skiles. I've not used either of those guys in any sort of game scenario. I've used all the other guys. So, we're going to be ranking these from worst to best. Before we get on to the view, guys, are new to the channel, subscribe. We're looking to hit 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's going to be close. We're like almost at 283k. We're about 17,000 off. Hitting that by NBA 2K23 is going to be, it'll be a close one. It really will be a close one. But anyway, now we're going to get on to it. So when we're talking about the top 4 to 5 players, it's really tight. It is really tight. There's a lot of really good ones, but there's one position. There's one player that I don't particularly love, but I know how good he is. So he's in a position that he is. So last place we got Skiles. Skiles is by far the weakest player. He's not even that terrible. Like, he can't dunk. He's got good lateral, good steal. He's got okay tendos. He's got Chris Paul and quick dribble style, wide behind the back. Some alright badges. That's great shooting badges. He's not like horrific, but he's the worst player by a mile. Like, it's not even close. Like, versus Robert Pack for the last two. Like, Robert Pack is literally just him with a better release, similar shooting badges, half quick first step, and a 99 driving dunk. That's simply it. They're both undersized, except Pack is a little bit taller. Like, Pack is, again, not absolutely terrible. Like, in previous years, this card wouldn't have been bad. It's just the problem is that it's kind of tough. It's kind of just tough to use small point guards. Let's say in previous years wouldn't be bad. Like, this year, it wouldn't have been bad at the start of the year. This card would have been brilliant. Like, if this card was out here before Christmas, I'll be honest, if this card came out, say the week before the Magic Johnson and Kobe packs, we would argue this is like a top 5 point guard in the game. Like, we really would have. But nah, he's not really it. Not terrible though. Not it. And we got Ruby Tristan Thompson here at number 10. He's actually not bad either. Like, he's really not bad either. So the thing with Tristan Thompson is that he's not the greatest shooter, but he's not a terrible shooter. If you're wide open in the corner, he will probably hit. Good release. His upper, a little bit iffy. Like, it's the exact same release as Bam in the bio. Same dribble style as Bam. He's a Bam clone as far as I'm aware. He's a little bit small for the center position, but like, as far as Ruby centers go, there aren't that many great ones. And even Ruby power forwards, there aren't that many great ones, honestly. But he's got really good interior, good steal, good block rating, quick first step on gold clamps, gold interceptor, gold brick wall, gold box, gold rim protector, gold rebound chaser. Again, you got catch and shoot, which is, again, one of the more important shooting badges, especially when you only have a 70 rating. But, I mean, he's not going to dribble. He's not terrible, though. As far as Rubies go, he is really not terrible. And he's a little more effective than Robert Pack. Number 9, Duncan Robinson. The gap between Tristan Thompson and Duncan Robinson is huge, because Duncan Robinson's really good. He's really good. So he's got a 99 3 ball, not the greatest speed and acceleration. He's got okay lateral quickness. He's got a good player build. He's got base 40 on quick, shifty dribble style, Scotty behind the back. It will dunk on everybody because he had a previous glitch card and they have to build upon that. He's got go quick first step. He's got gold bullet passer, break starter, bailout, sniper, set shooter, limitless spot up, catch and shoot. Like, he's got a lot of really good things. Again, chef. This guy is not bad in the slice. He's not, again, would you use this guy in any other scenario than for fun? Not really. But, like, as far as amethyst 2 guards go, he probably is the best. He's probably the best amethyst 2 guard. He might even be in the top 5 or 6 amethyst cards, period, in this game. For me, he's not, I would honestly say he's at a very similar level to, like, a Lance Stevenson. Because of, like, normal leaner, shifty dribble style and everything, I think he's, and being 6'7", I think he's at a quite similar level to a Lance Stevenson. Balance for days kind of hurts him, but I actually do really like this card. The fact he's number 9 just shows how just strong this set is in general. Number 8, we got Gerald Green. 93 speed, 93 acceleration. Again, he is literally just Duncan Robinson, but better. He's got +7 speed, better defense, a few extra defensive badges. He's got half quick first step. Does Duncan Robinson, he doesn't have half quick first, does he? No, he only has it in gold. He has half quick first step, half catch and shoot, half downhill. He also, again, just like Duncan Robinson, he has got shifty dribble style with Scottie Pippen behind the back. The only difference is that 70 is not as good as 40. Rate, like things released. Duncan Robinson's release is better. I think Gerald Green just a little bit better player build. Gonna dunk the ball better. More half badges. They're very similar players. Like they do pretty much the same things well. They're gonna dunk, they're gonna shoot, and they're gonna play mediocre defense. It's just Gerald Green is that little bit better in pretty much every way, if I'm being honest. And next up is the next green. And now this is kind of like, there are categories for this. For me, there are like the bottom 4, which I would say are like, the bottom 3, which are like, you probably shouldn't use these guys. And then we've got the next 3, which are Duncan Robinson, Gerald Green, and Jalen Green. I put them in the next category of unreal budget players. Unreal budget options, that unreal for their tier. So if you need to use like Diamond 2 guards, honestly, is Gerald Green that much worse than Diamond Clay? I'm going to be honest, I don't think he is. I think you can maybe make the argument that give him Gold Chef and he's better than Diamond Clay. I think that's a legitimate argument that can be made. I know he's not off clamps, but he's got more length and he's probably a better release. Well, an equally as good release at least. Then we got Jalen Green. A lot of people are going to say, oh yeah, Jalen Green's got bad interior. But again, interior matters. It does matter. But it only matters if you're playing as a person who can abuse interior. If you are in the top bracket of SPMM, you're probably not running a 50k budget squad at this stage. You're realistically not. If you're running a 50k budget squad, you're probably in low bracket SPMM. You're probably not playing against guys that are going to be absolutely destroying you. And Jalen Green can hold his own in pretty much every level. I would always say except for competitive, but Unlimited is becoming competitive. He can hold his own at any level of clutch time. He can hold his own TTO. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 92 3 ball. Unbelievably good release. Quick dribble style. Limitless spot up, rhythm shooter. Chef. He's got quick first step downhill. The guy comes with the Pro 3 leaner, which I don't exactly know what it is. Decent on defense as well. And really good length. 6'6" at a point guard position. He's way better than Dinwiddie. Honestly, it's 50-50 for me whether he's in my team or it's Bonga. I don't know whether he's going to be in my team or it's Bonga. When I make my lineup reveal video, I have absolutely no idea which one it's going to be, but it could be either. It could honestly be either. And we get Jerry Stackhouse. 96 speed, 96 acceleration, 93 ball, 93 lateral quickness, 99 driving dunk, 89 steal. Again, a lot of really good overall stats. Like catch and shoot, corner specialist, dead eye, difficult shots, volume shooter, as well as some solid goal badges. Half quick first step, half downhill, chase down artist, interceptor, all fall pass, pogo stick, tireless defender. Like he's got everything. Like it's just there's other better cards. Base 1 is such an easy release to green. Normal leaner, quick dribble style, not a good behind the back, really decent player build, good dunker, really good defender. Good shooter. You don't want to put him on ball because his tendencies aren't the greatest, but he's got high pass interception tendency. It's just he doesn't have good on ball steal tendency. But at the same time, the guy can play D. He is a surprisingly good card. His player build is alright. And it's just there are better cards than him. That's the only issue, is there are better cards. Like there are 5. He is number 6 today, and he is spectacular. There are just 5 better cards. And number 5, again, Magic Johnson at 5. I think you can put these top 5 in any order you want. I really do. I think there's kind of like maybe a gap between Jerry Stackhouse. I think Jerry Stackhouse is definitely better than Jalen Green. I also think Magic Johnson's a little better than Jerry Stackhouse. Like Magic Johnson's stats are perfect. The only issue is that he can't really create for himself. But he is a 6'9" point guard. He can switch everything. He's going to pass the ball well. He can actually shoot pretty well when he's wide open. He's going to be a really good defender. Again, stats perfect, but his SIGs aren't the greatest. Magic Johnson's dribble style is not great. Dame Miller behind the back is not great, but still, this card is brilliant. And a deserving spot at number 5. I didn't even realize Stack is at 19 halves. And number 4, Cam Reddish. And now this is the controversial one. Who is better, Cam Reddish or RJ Barrett? And I think in a very slight margin, it's RJ Barrett. Cam Reddish is really good. And forget, like, even with low interior, again, it's not even that bad. 95 driving dunk, 93 pointer. Pole George release on quick, just so nice. Shifty dribble style. Not a great behind the back. And that's the difference. He comes a half interceptor, clamps, ball stripper, menace, pick dodger, pickpocket, pogo stick, target defender, half quick first step, half downhill, half catch shoot, and all these goal badges. Like, again, he's almost perfect card. And the difference between, for me, the difference between him and RJ Barrett is that RJ Barrett isn't as tall, 2 inches shorter with 2 inches shorter wingspan. Where is he? He's 2 inches shorter, 2 inches shorter wingspan. But the thing with RJ Barrett is, it's just, because even though he is shorter, the interior kind of evens it out. I'm not going to say who's the better defender because they felt very, very similar on the defense end. They both were brilliant. You see 61 comments on RJ Barrett, 102 comments on Cam Reddish on this website, which is crazy. They both have got 94 speed. Defensive stats are very similar. Like, you look at 99, 95, 92, 99. You got 93, 94, 93, 95, 90. Like, they're not, like, again, Cameron's a little bit better, but he's not that much better. Dunking wise, they're almost identical. I think for me, the only difference is that I prefer Rudy Gay base to Paul George base. I think Rudy Gay base is one of the best releases in the game. And I think the Scottie Pippen behind the back is way better than the Wiggins behind the back. This is a toss-up. An absolute toss-up between these two guys. Like, the more I think about it, like, I've been playing around with Jerry Stackhouse, and Jerry Stackhouse might have a spot in my team, but it's not going to be over both of these guys. It's a toss-up. Right now, I prefer RJ Barrett. Like, I might in a few days say I prefer Cam Reddish, but right now I'm going to say I prefer RJ Barrett. Number 2, LeBron James. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of this card. I'm not very good with this card. He's just, like, for me, when I use this card, he's no better. He's no different than Thurl Bailey. However, again, that is just me. I know that this guy is going to be in most people's most competitive players' lineups. I know that if the lock-ins were 250 squads with today and not Wednesday, Ty would have this guy. I reckon of the 4 qualifiers, maybe 3 of them would have him. 91 3 ball, 99 speed, 97 acceleration, 97 speed with ball. Unbelievable defensive stats, unbelievable badges, unbelievable shooting, half range extender. LeBron quick is really nice. The only problem is that LeBron dribble style. He just can't move. The guy does not move with the ball. And that is the issue for me, is that I just can't move with the guy. And I know I like kind of having all my players with quicker shifty, ideally. Him not having that kind of makes me struggle. But I'm not going to, like, and he doesn't even have fundamentals, but I'm not going to argue the fact that he's one of the best players in the game, because he is. He is one of the best players in the game. And, like, if I was making my overall list again right now, he'd be top 10. Like, regardless of how I feel about him, he's top 10 player in the game. But number 1 is Ewing. Huge, like, Ewing could actually be the number 2 player in the game. I think Cedric is number 1. I know I had D-Rob number 1 on my last list. And the reason why I could say Ewing could be number 2 is Ewing might be better than David Robinson. Half sniper, base 4 on quick, such a good release now. Fundamental dribble style, which is ridiculous. And, like, if you compare him to David Robinson, I think player build, they're the exact same. They feel the exact same player build wise. I know D-Rob's an inch taller, but no one's ever complained about Ewing's player build. Ewing has better stats, although some of them are in passing vision, which doesn't really count. And a lot of them are in the post. But speed wise, they're basically the same. Defense wise, they're basically the same. Except Ewing has got a better steal. Badges wise, Ewing comes with 4 extra halves. Although he comes with less golds, he does come with 4 extra halves. He doesn't get the half quick per step, but he gets a way better dribble style. D-Rob comes with big dribble style. Big dribble style makes D-Rob's quick first step useless. Base 4 is probably better than D-Rob release, which is kind of crazy. It's not much better, but it's probably a little bit better. David Robinson again. Menace is a good badge to have. He gets a couple of okay gold badges extra. Blinders gold doesn't really help, but blinders half or nothing, and he does get range extender, which Ewing doesn't get. Exact same hot zones. I think it's a toss-up. I think it's honestly a toss-up between Ewing and David Robinson. And considering the fact that a week ago I put D-Rob as the number 1 best player in the game, and the only reason for right now he's not number 1 is because Cedric Maxwell came out, and Ewing may be better than D-Rob. I gotta put Ewing number 1. So anyway, let's recap. Number 12, Scott Skiles. Number 11, Robert Pack. Number 10, Tristan Thompson. 9, Duncan Robinson. 8, Gerald Green. 7, Jaylen Green. 6, Jerry Stackhouse. 5, Magic Johnson. 4, Cam Reddish. 3, RJ Barrett. 2, LeBron James. And 1, Patrick Ewing. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.